Good evening, welcome to Man Bar Outdoors. Apologies, it's been a little while since my last video. Been a little bit busy. Recently I got my keys to my new allotment. I've been on a waiting list for a year, so I've been doing a lot of digging over the past 4 weeks. So what have I got for you today then, guys? Yet another product review. You all know I'm into my certain brands of tools, knives, multi-tools, so Victorinox, Leatherman, that kind of thing. Spyderco is another firm favourite. I've been carrying Spyderco for many years, since I was about 17. I've generally always had Spyderco on my person. So the majority of Spyderco locking products are lock-in, all the tools lock, until the UK PK came out. So it is a slip joint design, so there's no lock on it at all. So the steel is CTS BD1 steel, as you can see. Nice leaf-shaped blade there. So you've got some decent finger choil there, and you can also rest your thumb on the thumb ramp. Happy days. So you've got FRN scales, and you see the back spacer doesn't come all the way down to the bottom. So this has been absolutely fantastic. It's not cheap, don't get me wrong, but it gets the job done. It's very sharp, and it is on the limit of what you can legally carry in the UK. I'd certainly be considerate of where I took this if I was out and about. I wouldn't want to carry it sort of around the local supermarket, for example. So things I didn't like about the UK PK with the handle scales, the FRN, it's very flexy. To me, it just kind of lended itself to a bit of a cheap feel almost. So Hennie Haynes in the UK, they brought out their own collaboration knife with Spyderco, their own version of the UK PK. As soon as I saw it, I jumped at the chance and I went out and bought one. So this was $79.95 versus the £67 UK PK regular. So let's have a look at this. This comes from Hennie Haynes, like I said, Barry Island in the UK. They've got a big website and they did a collaboration. This is the UK PK, this is the collaboration knife itself. So what are the differences then? Well, straight off the bat you can see straight away that we've got G10 handles, none of that FRN, there's no flex in the handle whatsoever. It's just one solid or two solid slabs of G10. Next thing you might notice is the backspring. The backspring runs the entire length of the blade. What does that mean in real terms? Well, opening and closing the knife, there's a little bit more resistance on it now. It's less likely to disengage under load. There's still a slip joint knife, so it will still push closed with a finger or thumb, but there's a slight bit more resistance when opening and closing, which I actually prefer. So the next big addition, as you can see, S30V steel. S30V steel, if you don't know your steels, is a very good steel. It holds its edge longer than conventional steels. There's always a trade-off with using a harder blade still. It is more prone to chipping. If you hit something, like if you're going through a piece of wood and you hit a nail or a stake on a piece of wood, this would be more inclined to chip out versus the regular UK PK. Having said that, if you use it sensibly within its limitations, it shouldn't be an issue, and the blade will hold its edge longer. It's a light knife compared to the UK PK, the original design. I brought my kitchen scales out into the garden, so we'll have a quick look at those. I'll use the blade up. I can't remember the exact specs of the manufacturer's website, so if I just point you down at my kitchen scales, bear with me, I'm going to turn you down. You might not be able to see it, so if I just turn these on, 0 the scales is on 0. So the regular UK PK is weighing in at 49 grams. That's nothing, that's like a packet and a half of crisps in the UK. So the G10 UK PK does feel heavier in the hand straight away, I noticed that. That is 64. So there's 15 grams difference. Not an awful lot really, is it? 15 grams. You think about 15 grams in layman's terms, it's what? Maybe a teaspoon of sugar, something like that. So it's really not much extra weight difference, and you get G10 versus FRN side by side. Then they are identical, absolutely identical in every way. So for the extra £10, if you're willing to pay it, I think it's certainly fantastic value for money. The extra £10, you're going to get S30V steel, which will hold an edge longer, versus a CTS BD1 steel. You're going to get a full length back spring on the Hennie Haynes collaboration one versus the standard, and obviously your G10 handle on your collaboration with no flex whatsoever. Whereas there's the slightly, not noticeably bad, but there's a slight little bit of flex on the FRN handle on the regular UK PK. So if you're in the market for a UK PK, you want something a little bit more exotic than a Victorinox with a little bit more bite for the jobs day to day, I think you can't go far wrong with the UK PK from Hennie Haynes, collaborated with Spyderco. So I hope you found the little video useful. Well worth spending the extra £10 to get yourself something really cool. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you soon. All the best. Matt and Barrett Doors.